I want to say one thing. On your agenda, there's a portion which includes recommendations from a former Chester County Commissioner, Karen Martinek, who sent a letter to the township supervisors a couple of months ago, and then we were so impressed we asked her to help us. And she submitted these recommendations, some of which we think are very important, including requesting funds from the pipeline operator to support the position of an independent investigator to make sure Sunoco does this right.
Yeah.
Also funds if people have property damage, etc., that Sunoco should pay for. So this is something we will be working on. We've not given up yet, and I have to admit that in East Goshen, it's been pretty quiet, too quiet. And unfortunately, I've been almost a sole voice in opposition for a long time, until I met a couple of wonderful colleagues to help me. But we're not done yet. And at least we can make this pipeline as safe as possible for our residents. If we have to live with it, it's going to have to be safe. Otherwise, we don't want it.
Is there another meeting planned?
Yes, there will be. We don't know yet the date and time or actual location. Apparently we're not going to be here. It's too small.
Just make sure that you've signed the sign-in sheets and provided however you want to be contacted, your email or your phone number, so that as future meetings are planned, that you can be invited and included in those.
In addition to their website, on Facebook, Just the Facts Please keeps you updated on the East Goshen area, and they connect with Middletown also.
Just the facts, please.
Just the Facts Please.
On for East Goshen.
Yeah, that's where I pick up all the East Goshen stuff, but they also
questions
connect that as well.
Okay.
Well, this gentleman pretty much answered it. I mean, I know Marty and I know Carmen, and I have not heard from them. I don't know if they spoke before I got here. What is our township doing for us? I talk to Mark Freeman every day, and I do president everybody. Oh, well, it's out of our hands. Do either of you have anything to say? I would like you to say.
Look, in all fairness, okay, I appreciate these gentlemen being here, because this is not a township meeting, and we will work with them, okay, with many questions need to be answered still. But they're respecting us and we're respecting them. The fact that
It's a respectful question.
yes, oh yeah, I agree 100%, but there's so many other questions out here. I don't want to.
I gotta put my glasses on. I want to read you an editorial.
Everybody to respond, but
Just give me a second. I'm going to read you an editorial, a letter to the editor that I submitted in October of last year. The title is "For Whose Benefit?" On Tuesday night, a group of concerned residents requested that the East Goshen Board of Supervisors prepare a proclamation of concern regarding Sunoco Pipelines Project Marigny East 2. Such proclamations have recently been adapted by Thornbury and Middletown townships. I'll skip this. Okay. Sunoco has had an abysmal record of 274 hazardous leaks since the year 2006, and some insurance carriers will cancel homeowners insurance policies. That evening, the board voted unanimously to turn down our request. It appears to us that this Board of Supervisors is much more interested in protecting the interests of a pipeline company than in protecting the safety of the citizens who elected them and the environment in which we live. They turned it down. No question.
I think it would be fair to let Marty.
I just have a
I'm not being
question.
Tom. I'll respond if you guys ask me to. Otherwise, I'm not going to respond and wait. Leo, you
A practical question.
I think at this stage of the game, it's unfair if you don't ask me to respond.
Speak up.
Ask a question.
I have no problem. I have no problem
Leo,
at all.
shut up, please.
Excuse me, I am one of the representatives.
You may well be, but I'm
Right, okay. My question is a practical matter, and it's that if West Goshen has these ordinances which it can choose to enforce or not to enforce, does East Goshen, do we know that East Goshen has such similar ordinances? Do we know that?
No.
Do we know what the state of affairs is? How can we find that out? Because
Well, they
They do not.
they do not have such ordinances, so they don't Because I will say, we have spoken to some of the township supervisors. There is a general attitude of wringing of hands, and this is a done deal. This is going to be done. The time for acting is over. And I mean, I think it's a genuine, I don't think these people are covering for Sunoco. I think it's a genuine feeling that a feeling of disempowerment, and that nothing can be done. And I love all this passion and everything, but I'd really like to know what concrete actions we could take now, tonight, to make some kind of stand. If we have no ordinances, can anybody suggest another concrete action where we can say no?
Yeah, so the resolutions of concern which many townships in our area chose to pass actually sent a powerful message. It was disappointing that East Goshen wasn't willing to consider one. But many townships did. The Rose Tree Media School District sent a strong expression of concern to the governor. And where your township, I don't know whether East Goshen has or doesn't have ordinances that could affect what Sunoco proposes to do. What I can tell you is that with the filing of draft complaints for private enforcement of municipal zoning ordinances, townships, in my experience, have stopped where those draft complaints have been filed and the legal briefs supporting them have been given to the townships. Those townships have stopped claiming that there was nothing that they could do. And they've realized that they in fact do have enormous authority as a political subdivision of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
What I would suggest,
We're not directly, like, we don't have any easements that have to be, we're not directly on the land. We're just really concerned. So who would we write to? What would we do? Can we have an example of?
Of course, and so Thornbury Township, Delaware County, has, at the request of my homeowners association, initiated the process to adopt an ordinance about oil and gas regulation in Thornbury Township. Westtown Township in Chester County has also begun similar work. We can provide, if you're interested, a model ordinance that you can give to your township supervisors for consideration.
Yeah, I just want to add that we need to learn the lessons from this so that we're prepared for the future, because this is not the last project that's going to be proposed to come through our area. And we need to be prepared. We've spoken with the unions, and as far as they're concerned, this is the first of many, ME3, ME4. So if you have concerns about where these pipelines can be placed with respect to homes, businesses, schools, then a zoning ordinance for your township is a good thing that you could look at together as residents. We can provide support, and maybe that's something that you could propose for the future.
What do you have to say? Greg? What do you have to say? Not really a question. I'm Angela. I work with a group in Philly called EDGE, Encouraging Development of a Green Economy. We have worked on many pipelines. We played a key role working along with Energy Justice Network in successfully stopping the Constitution pipeline a year and a half ago. We started a coalition called Resist Sunoco PA, and we are, for those of you that are wanting to take the step beyond working with your, they want to take the step, like you mentioned, of civil disobedience, we're partnering with Greenpeace, and there is a nonviolent direct action training on May 13th at the Philadelphia Student Union. Thank you for letting me promo Bob. No, you're What was that?
Your name and your contact information?
Yes, sure, it's Angela. And you can actually email us at resistsunocopa@gmail.com.
I just want to say one thing, and then we'll get to your question. The supervisors are willing to stay afterwards to answer questions for East Goshen residents. We do not want to do it during the question session, because you can just imagine how emotions are running right now. So they are willing to stay afterwards to talk to the residents.